processing a loss like this?
Don't know. Just lost, don't have another game, and don't really know. Yeah, that's about it.
Caleb, what happened on that safety? It looked like you had the option and then almost tried to go back and lost it.
No, didn't have the option. Tried to make the play happen. They were backed up. Austin got stopped. Tried to get it out of his hand somehow or something, and didn't happen. Safety.
What told of those quick scoring drives for Tulane take on you guys? You kept scoring and they get the ball back and score right away.
I don't know. Our job on offense is score, and so I can control. We can control. You can lead from the sideline and lead when you're on the field. Other than that, can't control that.
You didn't take off running necessarily as much as you had in the past. Did you have the same burst with the hamstring, or did you feel like you were hampered at all?
Nope, not hampered. Felt fine.
What was working between you and Brendan today?
Big thing throughout the week was get the ball. It's every week actually. Get the ball into your playmakers' hands, and today he was having a good game and just kept getting the ball in his hands.
How does this loss kind of linger over the offseason now for you?
It's going to linger. Last game of the season. You lose last game of the season, going into off-season, burns. Don't have another game after, and yeah, it's going to burn.
You guys never putted, never turned the ball over on downs. I mean, you got to feel pretty good about what you guys did.
I had a
the one interception, yeah.
Yep, I had a turnover. But I could have ran on that play. Should have ran. Tried to make a play. Didn't. Kept fighting. Kept going at it, and that's about it.
I know you and Mario are close. He probably had some moments tonight that he'd want back. What did you tell him after the game?
Same things we always do. Respond. You have a couple events that happen throughout the games. There's been games throughout my career where I've thrown 2-3 picks possibly, bad game. We go back to Oregon State, keep going, keep fighting. Normally turn out good.
You played your first game as a Heisman today. How'd that feel?
It was normal. Felt like a regular player out there, like I always have.
2 of your 3 losses this year. Comment, the other team getting the final drive, making the balls out of your hands with enough time to go do something. Is that frustrating for you? You don't have a chance to go do the same with those losses.
Yeah. I always like the ball in my hands with the offense and with me out there. But I also like my defense being out there. They've had games where they've stopped people multiple times for us to be able to go and put up points. So, yeah, I mean, I would love to, me speaking, I would love to have the ball in my hands at the end, but, it doesn't always happen like that. It's football.
What did Lincoln say to you guys when you got in the locker room?
Very grateful. Great season. Everybody that's coming back, get ready. Everybody that's not, we really appreciate you. Yeah.
When you walked off the field, you took a second to acknowledge the fans. You're going to come back. I mean, what does this season, the strides you made, what does that mean going into next year?
You can't take away from a team that went from 4-8 to now 11-3, and been in, a New York Six Bowl. So fans obviously started raising, and we started having more people come to the games to support us and show out. So much love to them, and it's gonna be better next year.
Speaking of next year, Lincoln was saying it starts tomorrow as far as fixing the problems that we saw this year. What role do you play in that, especially as a reigning Heisman winner?
Yeah, from the players that's coming and from the players that's already here and gonna stay, I got to step my game up as a leader, as a player. That's how I can help. And then, if I need help in recruiting or anything like that, I've always done that. It's always been part of one of my things that I do, because I want to, get the best players and play with the best players that we can play with, that are also great people for the team. And so I'll do whatever it takes.
What were the emotions like, kind of being closer to Oklahoma today? Just playing closer, neighboring.
Yeah, I played at the fair last year. So it's pretty close to it. Just kind of laughed about it. A couple of friends that went to Oklahoma, or a couple people that watched the game. But other than that, there was nothing to it.
Brendan Rice had a pretty good game today. What did you see him in terms of getting the ball?
He was detailed. he got when he got his shot, he made them. And I kept giving him the ball, and he kept making them. Other than that, I'm proud of him.
Are you using this loss or Utah's losses to drive you for next year?
Any loss.